This is the Bali everyone comes to see. And this is where I went. Same island, 3 hours apart, feels like completely different planet. There is a famous gate you might have seen in most Bali videos. It is so famous that people just come here to take photographs and just leave. Nobody really asks what the gate opens to. Let me show you what's on the other side. A golf course inside a volcano. Down there, the temple we had been riding past all day was visible at a distance. Today we are venturing deep into the jungles of North Bali in search of the best waterfall Bali has to offer. It takes about an hour's ride and then a couple hours of trek to reach this magnificent hidden gem of a waterfall. We are at the main post of Sekumpul Waterfall. It is recommended to hire a guide as it takes roughly about 2 hours of trek through deep jungle and crossing a few water streams. I had seen 1,000 photographs of this place, but none of them had sound. Standing here, the sound does something photographs never can. We were on the way back. Our guide, he pointed at something else. Nobody mentioned this one. Not one travel caption. Not one blog post. I almost walked straight past it. Fiji Waterfalls, almost as magnificent as Sekumpul. And yet, no one knows about this except for the locals. We had one last stop, a cafe overlooking a rice terrace. We ordered some coffee and snacks. They had bamboo beds with views of rice terrace. Little did we know, there was another surprise awaiting us. Same water, different side of it. Fiji Waterfalls sits in the same deep jungle valley system as Sekumpul Waterfall. It's actually a triple waterfall, 3 parallel cascades flowing down a giant moss-covered volcanic cliff inside an extremely humid tropical valley. The waterfall is fed by a separate river called Panarukan, while Sekumpul itself is mainly fed by Daya River. The mountains never really let us leave Sekumpul behind. We stopped for coffee, nothing else. I have spent half my life looking up at them, but today the clouds were below me and I was above. And for a moment I couldn't believe it. The next morning, the silhouette of Ulun Danu Beratan temple quietly appeared over the lake, almost unreal, like something floating between earth and sky. This lake sits inside a volcano. The lake under the temple feeds half the island. Every rice field you walked past in Ubud, every paddy in Canggu, and every grain on a plate in Seminyak. The water for it started here. The temple isn't just a monument, it's a tap, and the goddess inside it controls who eats and who doesn't through a 1,000-year-old irrigation network called Subak, which UNESCO recognized, but tourists never heard about it. Long before roads crossed these mountains, the people of Bali believed the lakes were alive, and deep within the mist of these highlands lived Dewi Danu, the guardian of water herself. They say the rivers, waterfalls, and rice fields of Bali still carry her blessing. Maybe that's why in North Bali, every road eventually leads back to water. And when the mountain disappears behind the rain and fog, it no longer feels like you are driving through Bali. It feels like you're passing through the ancient world, still protected by her presence. The road pulled us deeper into Bali's highlands. Past the misty beauty of the Twin Lakes viewpoint near Lake Buyan and Lake Tamlingan, towards the hidden jungle paradise of Banyumala Twin Waterfalls. Hidden deep inside Bali's northern mountains, Banyumala Twin Waterfalls doesn't feel like a tourist spot. It feels discovered. Two waterfalls fall side by side through a curtain of jungle, crashing into crystal clear pool, untouched by the chaos outside. The water here comes straight from Bali's volcanic mountain springs. Cold, pure, and endlessly flowing through the rainforest valley. Unlike the dramatic power of Sekumpul, Banyumala felt much calmer. The kind of place where sound of water becomes louder than your thoughts. And for a few moments, surrounded by mist, stone, and forest, it feels like Bali is quietly showing you a side of itself most people never slow down enough to see. But the return journey felt even more magical. Fog swallowed the mountain roads. Rain slowly covered the windshields, and time itself seemed to slow down. We stopped at a quiet roadside cafe, where warm lights glowed on one side, and on the other, benches overlooked the endless silence of the Twin Lakes, disappearing into clouds.
Twin Lakes.
Yeah.
How far?
I think it's 500 meters. You can see. But now the lake is not seen.
Full fog. And there it was again. This temple is visible from everywhere in Bidugul. I came to North Bali looking for waterfalls, and I left holding 1,000 years of history of this sacred island. I hope you are enjoying this Bali series so far. Please let me know in the comments. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. See you next time. Until then, please take care.